Welcome back. He's loaded right up. He's not loaded. Job's done. So we're moving around out. We'll see what. Oh, them chips look good in there too. They look real good. There's what we had left. But well, see if we can sneak over here and get out. Get this slasher out of the way. That's the truck with the third axle to move the chipper. So that's going to move the chipper, and then we're just going to keep on rolling. But we got a couple changes, so we'll discuss those here real quick. We're taking this slasher over to the other crew. We're going to switch crews, boys, girls. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be switching crews, so we will no longer be with the A-team. As I have said, so now we're going to have like 2 B-plus teams. Maybe I can equal out the other one to get a little better. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if this thing's got enough power to get up the hill. I'm thinking probably not. I'm in too high of a gear. It's got a little shifter right down here. You can switch gears, but it just might have enough to do it. Jeepers. Very nice, Serco. Very nice. Impressive. These things aren't really made for driving around like a whole lot. They're just made to like move from like exactly what we're doing. But then when it comes to like little hills and stuff, they don't like that. They're not fans of that. So, anywho, we'll slip this over to the side and let it sit, and then we'll go from there, because this is going to be, like I said, we're going to move this slasher to the other crew, and the other slasher is going to go to this crew. So we're going to kind of switch it up a little bit, and we'll see what happens. But so, how you doing? How you doing? Now he's passing us. Oh, them chips look good though. He had one. I mean, he was just about full. You couldn't have got another 3. You couldn't have got another bundle on him.
Thank you, Tom.
Which is good. Everyone's just so gently nice over here. You know what I mean? Pretty easy how you drive this thing. It's got a little pedal over here. This is your steering. That way goes that way, and this way goes that way. In case you didn't know. I don't know if we've discussed that or not. So right now we're going to back up, and it's just push. It's like a hydrostat thing, you know what I mean? It's pretty simple. We're going to get it out of the way, so it's not in anybody's way. But yet it's ready to get moved, you know what I mean? Because we learned a lesson. We learned a lesson last year. And a lot of you have probably come from that video. As far as the driver down, I got a bunch of mud on my heel, on my feet, so I'll have to work on that. But so we got to pull this slasher up out of the next job, and again it's right over here, but you got to go over here and up a hill, and we know how hills go. So if you watch the video of the old Barco rollover accident we had, crash, we're not going to be, I mean, this is set up to do it. I mean, it's set up right there to pull it with the skidder. But as you've told from previous videos, we don't have tire chains in our skidders. So the 2 skidding boys way back there, it's probably best if we just put a truck on it. Oh, my phone's falling. If we just took a truck up on it and go from there, that's what we're going to do. So, even if we had tire chains, I probably still wouldn't do it. It's just, no, not fun. But yeah, we had the Barco rollover, so I thought, oh, we ain't doing that. Because you got to go up a hill, then it goes down a little bit and goes up another hill and turns in the job. And they already had one truck in the ditch over there. So we don't need to put this brand new slash in the ditch or on its side or its lid or whatever, you know what I mean? Been there, done that. So we got to say goodbye to this crew. We're done here. Didn't get as many logs as I'd like. I was hoping to get 2 full loads out of there. And it looks like I got about a little more than a load and a half. So, yeah, not exactly what I wanted. I was hoping for more, but you just got to take what you can get. So, Let's go help Josh fold that chipper up. Running that chipper, it just takes a little bit of help. Somebody helps you for like 5 minutes, and that makes a world of difference. Because then you're running up and down less. So let's go help Josh fold it. Chain her up, you're good to go. Simple as that. Logs look like it's a bigger pile when you're up in the slasher. You know what I mean? Clean up that mess and we're done. Clean up this little bit. There's a bunch of trails back in there they got to clean up too. They were working on them last couple days, making sure those are clean. But, oh, Sally. Hey there. Hey there. Hey there. You got stuck on the hill. There they are, the two meet. Hey, there we go. We can pull them right up next to each other and do a comparison. What do you think? I won't put that on there. I didn't start recording yet. Josh wanted to make a video of the different size comparisons of the slashers. So, that's a 72-inch saw there, and that's a 60-inch saw. Once Josh sees this run, you're going to be just so happy. You ain't going to be able to keep up with me. So, we were just talking. The one thing that's messed me up so far with the cradles is this has the motor on the back, and that motor's on the front. So, this little kick out right here to protect the motor, that's why it's all scraped up, because I keep getting my heel in there because I forget it's there because it's not over there. That's one thing I keep doing. Josh likes the tires better, he said. So there are better tires on this one. Better light setup too. Only problem is they don't work. They got ripped out. So, see, that's the, I didn't put that bump plate up. You want to get in there and put the bump plate up for us, Josh? I'll let you get in it. You got to turn the key to on, and to start it, you got to push OK. And then it's on your left hand is your slider and your up down. Push them both up, and this will go up. So see how those are about the same? That's what I don't like. That's one thing I want to fix. See how this one here is taller than that one there, but this here and this here are almost the same height. But the butt plate's a lot taller, but that's not up. So that's what Josh is going to do. Kind of similar built, pretty much, except for the motor swap, which I'm not going to lie, I really like it on the backside. It's really nice to have on the backside. I don't know why, I kind of enjoy it. But it is a bigger saw too, so maybe that has more to do it than the other one. So Josh is learning it out. I let him get in there. He wanted to know if there was def in this. I told him no. And he said, is there regen stuff? I said, no. That comes right out of the motor. It's just like that one. Oh, this is a better design because the exhaust is outside. There we go. So, that's the only thing that I want to change, is I want to get these higher up on those two. But other than that, this one's just bigger than everything. There's the boss man. So, and that's another thing is, I believe that one's pushed forward more. That slasher is. It's like the center of that, the back's longer. Or is that just me? From the frame back is longer on that one. See what I mean? And it pushes you out a little back further. So so you can cut firewood better with the other one. This one's a little harder to cut firewood with. Josh don't like to hear that. It's harder to cut firewood with, Josh. Yeah, it's longer. The one nice thing is that's folded up for that machine, and this is folded up for this machine. You can grease this whole thing real easy. Greasing up in there is hard. You got to stand on that brick. A little more difficult, but and then frame is wider and a little more spread out. This one's just skinnier, so you can't really walk. It's not easy to walk down and grease all that. This one is set up like this, a lot better. I wish we could put another one of these like right there and right there. Just cover it all up, but just bolt it like this so that you can take it off whenever you need to. But yeah, this has the cement brick on the front, which it works fine, but I actually don't put wood in there. I don't know why, I just don't. Them fenders are nice to work on because you can grease everything from right there the way it sits right now, and that's how I like to do it. This one you got to set it out and grease it. A little more tricky. It's not bad though, it's just trickier. So like that's the thing, is like this carriage here is shorter than this carriage here. As you can tell, it's like you got a big gap, big gap. Right here you just have little baby gaps in your back. This is probably the same, but it's just this is longer, this part, which makes it, you have like almost you got over 4 foot right here, and back here you can't really have that. You know what I mean? So it makes it a little bit more difficult to cut our firewood as long as we want them, but this just sticks out further because our stiff legs in the front are at the same, but back here they're different. That one's pushed forward about 1 foot, and then if you look, that saw's this way about 1 foot, ain't it? This saw here, and then you turn around here, this saw's actually pushed back about 1 foot, maybe more, maybe 2 feet. So they're could be because of the motor, but it's actually longer, which makes it another advantage to cutting firewood's better. You got an extra foot here, foot there. Like I said, it's hard to cut 16-foot firewood with this Serco. Well, that's the problem. You go on the side and then you get in the machine. It's got to be perfect setup. You can do it if it's perfect. If not, it's a fight. But it cuts a lot better. You just got to pay more attention to what you're doing. That's all. The hose setups, I'll tell you a little secret. The hose setup, these hoses go in here, go up into here. And there's a valve bank up in there they all go to. And then the stiff leg valves go all out from there. This setup, if you take all these hoses, go from right here, take this plate off, and yeah, you have access, but then they got a big old block right there. So they don't go way up into the valve bank like this other one does. So it's just easier to work on. They go, I can't see it, but they're up in there. So that's a nightmare when you got to change those things. And this got diff lock on it too.
Really?
Yeah. You got to crawl up underneath there and crank her in. She'll diff lock for you.
This has a brake.
Yeah, it's got a brake on it. Yeah. It's nice. Exactly. And it's got your preheater, which is nice because she warms up for you. And it's got a thermostat in it for heat, Josh. It sounds stupid, but nothing else out here has it.
For the
Cab.
yeah.
Everything else has hot or cold. Yeah. And you got to open windows. This actually turns the temperature to where you want it.
Yeah.
Nothing else has it, which is kind of weird. But there's a few comparisons. Kind of the same type of deal with this here. Don't look at that. But yeah. It's just bigger, bulkier, heavier duty, faster, smoother, stronger, better. Like I said, firewood's a little difficult. Everything else is fine. But we got to make another video. The boss is here. Just keep rolling.